Yeah.
And you know what's funny, John? You may
Mm.
be out, but the shit you're doing now is gonna get you more time. You are
No, it's
aware of
not.
that, right?
No, it's not. He's so happy. Look at him.
Shout out New York,
Look at
shout out New York, and shout out Miami Police Department for
him.
fist dude up.
Nobody walking barefoot, smell of defeat. Got the squad rolling deep, can't stand on their feet. Can feel on the grip, hands in the dough, funny pot. Sticky fingers, palm looking, the block stay hot. Cyraxx, shadow boxing, swinging at the air, undefeated in delusion. Reality don't care, Jupiter creeping, got the whole crew shook. Running the rhymes, got a band from the book. Josh Block got the hill, bottle in his clutch. Captain of a ship that's been sinking too much. Over Navy rattling, can't step to the throne. Worry, drop the mic, let them reap what they've sown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by the channel again today. If I sound like I'm in a good mood, it's because I am. Because John is free at last, free at last. I know we covered that he was free yesterday. However, the stream got taken down by YouTube, so I didn't have a way to cover the actual stream where he announced his freedom. However, another pillar of the troll community, absolute legend Southern Harlot, shot me an email to make sure that I had a copy of the stream so that I would be able to cover it and all of you guys could see it. We're going to start the stream about midway through when John calls his own lawyer, who seems much more professional and far superior to Cyraxx's lawyer, the man who got him out of the prison in Miami, Cuba, and they have a conversation about reversing charges against Chance himself. And then a few minutes after that, Chance pops onto the panel and has one of the most diabolical meltdowns I've seen in quite a while. So without further rambling, let's get right into it.
Go to bed, Goblin Boy. You have scabs to flake. I want to introduce you guys. I'm sure you guys have heard of my lawyer from the other stream, but this is the one and only Mr. Cypress. How's it going,
John? How's it going today?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
John, we had a long day today. First of all, unjustifiably arrested in every way imaginable. I was able to get you off fast and efficient. As I said before to my good friend William and my longtime associate and friend Southern, innocent until proven guilty. My man John will not face any legal ramifications from Chance Wilkins. I can promise you that. He will be, anytime he's faced with an injustice, I will be there to serve him at the best of my ability. So how you feeling, John?
I'm okay. I mean, I told you about getting my shit split. I mean, I'm okay. I mean, it's not the worst going overnight or like 24 hours, right? But I mean,
well, you look terrible, buddy. But
well, thank you, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, it is what it is, right? I mean, costs of doing business, I guess. So,
but
listen, man. What do you think? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, nothing makeup can fix. I wear makeup on the regular, but you know that's besides the point. Listen, you know, I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the innocent. And John is the definition of innocent. He's a man that has been persecuted, dragged across the room, and mistreated by our legal system. By a man known as Chance Wilkins, who had made multiple false police reports. And I will do everything in my power to uphold the law, the Constitution, and John's rights. We will win back that time you spent in jail and 10 years more. To put Cyraxx in a prison so deep and so vile, it makes unruly individuals of his nature look like bunnies.
I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. Can you tell me a little bit more about what we could do as far as this, like filing fake police charges or whatever it is that you said? Because I mean, there needs to be something that can be done as far as him facing some sort of repercussion about this. You know what I mean? Or
I don't want
repercussion, not reproduction.
This is live, correct? We're doing this live.
Yes,
this isn't
live.
pre-recorded.
Correct.
I don't want to say too much, but we are in the process of filing a motion for John. All right, and Chance Wilkins would be required by law to show up, speak on his behalf, or have a legal attorney present to speak on his behalf. But we all know Chance and his lawyer are as fabricated as Santa Claus. Okay, I saw yesterday because I was talking to John. John couldn't watch himself. I had to replay the whole video back through the phone so John can hear Cyraxx, Chance Wilkins, the channel, saying that John wouldn't be released from prison, that he would spend 20 years in jail. Defamation.
Wow, I just got to interject here quickly and say, Cyraxx better watch out. It really sounds like this guy knows his federal law, and, you know, Chance is always trying to weaponize those federal laws and the federal FBI against all of his all of his detractors, but I don't think he's going to be able to get one past this guy. This guy sounds like the most professional lawyer I've ever heard. Definitely much more professional than Chance's fake lame lawyer, and definitely more professional than Nova AI. So I think he's really in. I think he's going to have a hard time with this one.
Lies, deceit, and we will fight the nail to have that video removed. And any video that is defamation or disgusting and false will be removed, or he will pay a multitude of penalties up to his eyebrows. Guarantee you that.
I love it. I love it. And I was just wondering, if there was a ballpark you could give me for how much time Chance could probably spend in prison or how much he'd have to pay, could you just ballpark that for me real quick? Just a ballpark.
3 to 5 years, up to $100,000.
Oh my gosh, that was a much more succinct and accurate ballpark estimate than the million ballpark estimates that Chance got from Nova AI. I mean, is there anything that Cyraxx can't do?
Excellent. And if he dies during that 3 to 5 years and he can't pay the $100,000, that's just like they throw in anybody related to him or associated with him.
Absolutely. The closest blood relative would have to pay restitution fees. I would believe that would be Sally, correct?
That would be my understanding. The rest of his family despises him and finds him to be a complete drain.
Well, man, if he's going to be able to collect his $100,000 from anybody who's a member of Cyraxx's family, he'll definitely get it, because I don't know if you guys have heard, but Cyraxx has about 100 little brothers out there, and they're all going to have to pitch in. This is basically going to be like crowdfunding this $100.
So exactly like Sally, yeah.
Yes. So if we're in the ballpark, home run.
Love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Cypress, I just want to say thank you again for taking the time to get me out of this situation. We were just chatting the other night, and Miami came in and kicked in the door and dragged my ass out, and it was absolutely terrible. So I just want to say thanks again for being the person that could be there to take care of this stuff, much unlike Chance and the diarrhea in his pants.
I like to be the lawyer for you, John. We've had a great relationship for many years. I lowered the legal fees. I would never do this for anybody else, but I have, me and you, we broke bread together, brother. We sat down.
Wow, man. Cypress is just such a stand-up guy. Really sounds like a philanthropist. I'm going to have to get in touch with this guy and ask him to write me like a letter of recommendation or something from when I get out of law school and I start applying to firms, because clearly, he is a trusted pillar of the legal community who really knows what he's doing. But of course, it wasn't long after that Chance decided to rear his ugly head and start slinging slurs JohnJohn's way. He is not happy to see that his current nemesis is free again. And I gotta say, as much as he's all angry and raging, I think if you look closely, you can see a little fear in his voice.
I like that. Cauldron, boil me. Oh my God.
You got him. And you think that you're gonna sue New York Police Department? You up, bitch. You had it coming.
Once again, I just have to say, it is absolutely incredible that Chance is 1,000,000% convinced that this is all totally real, which of course it is totally real. It wasn't like some spirit Halloween makeup on JohnJohn's face sitting on the floor of his bathroom with a duct tape sign on the wall. But again, if it was, this would be a 35-year-old man fully believing that and laughing triumphantly about the fact that it happened. Absolutely incredible. Also, he thinks that JohnJohn eluded the Miami police and made it all the way to New York, where the NYPD were waiting for him. Do you know how often people get away with crimes simply because they crossed state lines and the crime wasn't important enough for them to do a whole manhunt involving a different state's police departments to get them? It happens constantly. That's why there are hundreds of thousands of outstanding warrants in the U.S. But he thinks that the NYPD was busting down doors and beating the hell out of people in order to make sure they stopped interstate internet trolling. Incredible.
So sit your ass down and shut the fuck up, dude. You had that ass beating coming.
Yeah, and you definitely don't get to go on panel being confident and talking a bunch of shit after you get your ass beat. Chance definitely didn't go on panel and say, I won that fight because I showed up and showed out and I'm still standing wearing a children's ninja costume, after he actually got beat up and sounded like this on camera in front of everyone.
Bitch! No! No! Get the fuck out of here. Who's the king? You are? Then run away now. And shut the fuck up.
Fine. You win. You win. You win. Please let me go.
Yeah, that definitely never happened.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny, John? You may be out, But the shit you're doing now is gonna get you more time. You are aware of that, right?
No, it's not.
See, what's funny is this: what your dumbass don't realize, you idiot. By you doing what you're doing, my lawyer can have you yanked up.
You stupid! You didn't even respond to the email. Shut the fuck up! You didn't respond to the email. You're dumb.
By the way,
you're dumb. I'm never going away. I'm never going away. I'm never going away. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's so happy. Look at him.
Shout out New York. Shout out New York, and shout out Miami Police Department for this dude up. Shout out to Miami PD for John.
It's amazing that he's been calling the cops in Akron and, like, I guess federal law enforcement, like, lazy pigs for years because they've refused to respond to the million false allegations and completely BS calls that he's made. But the moment that he thinks police beat up John, all of a sudden he's like, thin blue line, let me glaze all the cops. Cyraxx has no morals, he has no worldviews, he has no principles of any kind. If he perceives you to have done something that benefited him, he will glaze you, and he does not care about what he was saying 45 minutes prior.
On this shit, good work, y'all. Shout out to my boys in blue. So, John, how does it feel to know that you're going to be spending probably the rest of your life in prison? How does that feel to know that?
Hey, Cyraxx.
Because you do realize.
I'm going to ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Stop. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Stop. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
You're burying yourself right now. Oh.
Dude, I love when you can see the little disappointment in his eyes when he gets muted. Like, you can watch the life drain out of his face when he gets muted there.
He doesn't know that I'm muted, and he's muted. You look at him. Look at him. You can't hear anything. You can't see anything. You can't even see me move.
I'm just doing a little excerpt, but it's incredible how long this goes on for, where you can almost imagine what he's saying because he repeats himself constantly. He only says the same couple of things, but he's just grinning down the barrel of the camera, saying the same couple of things that he always says, and he's completely muted and nobody can hear him. He is a total clown.
I'm trying not to move my mouth. I'm trying not to move my mouth. I'm not moving my mouth. I'm not moving my mouth so I can't see anything. He doesn't think I'm talking. Because my mouth isn't moving. Look at him. Look at him. He thinks I'm just sitting there. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Look, nobody wants to hear you.
Miami PD again, bro? Do you want them to kick your ass again?
Send him over.
Because right now you're on the road to having that happen by doing this shit. So
no. Hey, Chance. Chance, can you hear me?
Honestly, why
Chance,
am
can you
I
hear
surprised?
me? Hey, Chance, can you hear me? I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
So I guess the apple don't fall apart from the tree.
No point. No. Not doing shit. I'm not going to sit here and have him. No. So here's the big question. What do you guys think Cyraxx's biggest heartbreak has ever been?
All right, so we're going to jump ahead a little bit further. There's some hanging out and some shit talking. Then, of course, Chance has to pop back again because he simply cannot leave things alone that every logical instinct would tell you should leave alone. I mean, he literally is the human equivalent, or I guess the goblin equivalent, of just kicking hornets' nests every chance he gets.
Serpentization, love you too. Kiss. Dusty Bill with the 10. Oh my god, this motherfucker. What?
Haha, you got up, bitch. You got all the way up, dude. So John, tell me again how.
Dusty Bill with the 10. Chance is too scared to show his face now on your live feed. I bet he's under Sally's bed. No, he's literally right here, sitting and staring and trying to wait for me to bring him back on. He's just sitting there and waiting. Look at him. Big smart cat with a 2.
It is actually hilarious that he's willing to just hang out there and listen to John and watch the entire chat do nothing but shit talk him with the hopes that he will be allowed to come onto the stream for like 2 minutes to make a shitty joke that he had all that time to think about and still wasn't funny. It's amazing.
Play his arrest video. You guys want to see his arrest video? No? Okay. We're going to pull it up.
Words.
That's false.
I mean, those words did come out of your mouth.
He never said that.
So what exactly did you mean by that, John?
He never said that.
Huh? What exactly did you mean by
My client refuses to speak to you.
He's got us muted.
What did you mean by that?
He's got us muted. Unmute us, you idiot. You look like so stupid, dude.
No, I want to know, what did you mean by...
Are we unmuted? Yes or no? Answer the question. You go, Cypress, please. Talk to this moron.
So tell me, John, what was it that you meant by what I don't know, Mike, John?
Mr. Wilkins, my client refuses to speak to you. Any questions can be answered in court.
That, John? Hey, fake-ass lawyer, shut the fuck up.
The guy whose main legal advice is coming from something called Nova AI that refuses to give him a ballpark estimate is calling John's lawyer a fake-ass lawyer. Absolutely incredible.
So, John,
Hey,
what
fake ass
did you mean by
superstar.
that,
Hey,
dumbass?
questions, you stupid piece of
We
shit.
do
Hey, why don't you
realize
eat some
my
rocks?
lawyers going to
What are you gonna
arrest
do?
you
What are you
for
gonna
this
do?
shit,
What are you
right,
gonna do?
you
You're gonna sit
fucking
there.
idiot?
Somebody
You
help
realize that you're
me!
going to
Somebody
prison
help me!
again,
Give me an
boy.
Xbox.
Hey, John.
I'm making this channel because I've been
John,
bullied
do
for
you
8
not
years.
realize that you're
Stop bullying
arrested,
me.
dude?
What? What'd you say?
You do realize that that my lawyer's gonna have you arrested, right? You are
Oh, yeah?
aware of that.
Oh yeah, I'm so sure. I'm so sure.
I gotta say, and I know that there's just a whole laundry list of legal things that Cyraxx has said that we could dissect. Lawyers do not order the police to arrest people. Lawyers do not have people arrested. That is not how that works. Your private lawyer cannot have someone else arrested.
I'm so
You're
sure.
so sure. You act like you ain't gonna go to jail, bro. When this shit goes in front of a judge, you're boy.
Oh, yeah?
You're screwed.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Wilkins,
See,
I
you
would
don't
have to
think
say,
you are, but you are.
Mr. Wilkins, I would have to.
Shut the fuck up. I
No,
ain't talking
don't
to
talk
you.
to
Mr.
my
Wilkins,
lawyer that way. Have some respect. Have some respect for some. Don't you even think about it. Look at you. Look at you. Yeah. Why don't you drool on yourself again? On yourself again.
On
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
shut the
Chance, you are
fuck
gonna
up,
have
poser
such
boy.
a terrible week. I'm telling you. Everybody, clip this
Hey,
right
John,
now.
by the
I
way.
want you to know how bad.
You got up, John.
Uh-huh.
Literally all he can say, because at the end of the day, I think that he doesn't believe that he's actually going to be able to have anything else happen to John, but he does believe that he did actually somehow do something that resulted in John getting beat up by police. So he's just going to harp on that over and over and over again because he thinks it's already happened and there's nothing that can like undo it. So it's somehow a get, like he can actually claim that and he can actually get some type of credit for making a joke that's valid against John, which just makes it even funnier. I'm hoping at some point, obviously this was very real, but let's say it wasn't. I'm hoping at some point there'll be a video of John like doing his makeup and taking his makeup off to prove to Cyraxx that he didn't actually get beat up, and we can watch him have a meltdown about that.
Police you up because guess what, boy?
They totally did. They totally did. They totally.
I read the report.
You read the report?
And it's amazing that because he thinks this is real and he doesn't understand that this is a lie, he then adds his own lies on top of it, not knowing that we already know that that can't be true. Like, we know that John wasn't really arrested by police, which means that we know that there's no report for him to read. But since he thinks it's real, he's going to sit here and claim that he's read the report, but again, we know that he's lying because we know there's not any report in the first place. So, like, he's such an idiot that he doesn't know that he's the only person in the room who doesn't know the full story. So when he starts making up lies thinking that he knows more than us, we're sitting here looking at the script already knowing what actually happened and knowing that the stuff that he's making up is complete bullshit.
Show me the report. Show me the report, Chance. Show me the
I don't
report.
need to show shit,
Yeah, because you ain't got shit. Because you don't know how to read. Because you're dumb and you're
Actually,
lying.
I do know
you don't know how to read. Read this,
And the
idiot.
report
Read this
that
right
I
here.
said
Read
you
that.
tried to
Show me the
make it
report.
right, and they
Show it to me. Show it to me. Show it to
Yo,
me.
shut
Show
up,
it to me.
my douchebag up. This medic coming. And John, if you think you're the only one going to prison, you're not. Your little friends are going with you too because they're your accomplice, dumbass.
No, they won't.
Oh yeah, you don't think they are, but
I find it very
and
concerning
I find
that you feel.
Cypress, I find it funny that you don't.
I find it really concerning that you feel like John wasn't unjustifiably arrested for misconduct and misinformation that you said to the police.
Hey, John, shut the fuck! Stop muting me, you. Now, Cypress, I find it very funny that you think that you're actually.
You notice how you can't hear him? You like that? He doesn't even know that he's muted. He's so stupid.
It's crazy. I could think again. You know, it's
look
really
at him.
hard.
Oh, what's the matter? Look at him. He's so dumb. Yeah, you don't know what to do now, do you, huh? You don't know what to do anymore, huh?
You ever see those
You're homeboy. You're bruh.
Prove
And
it.
Cypress, let's be honest. I called you the fun. You're bullshit, bro.
What bullshit?
And if you don't think that you can't get arrested for committing identity fraud, for pretending to be somebody that you're not, oh, trust me, you can. And John, you sitting there threatening my lawyer, that's gonna land you in even more hot water, buddy. You're cooked.
Mr. Wilkins, I hate to inform you, no identity fraud was
Cypress,
committed.
I hate to inform you that you need to shut the fuck up.
And I also hate to inform you that
bro.
everything I spoke to you about the other day is legally accurate.
Hey, Cypress.
Everything involves me when you speak to my client. You can speak to me if you'd like. You don't.
Hey, dumbass, this don't involve you. So sit down and shut the phone and go read your books.
I love that "go read your books" is an insult. according to Cyraxx. I also love "this doesn't involve you. You're not a part of this." He is JohnJohn's legal representation. It involves him as much as it involves any fake-ass lawyer that you find, Cyraxx. Can you imagine, again, I always put it in the situation of like an actual courtroom. Imagine you're in a courtroom and you're like, Cyraxx is on the stand. He's being cross-examined by Cypress, and he looks at the judge and he goes, "Your Honor, this doesn't involve him at all, bro. He wasn't even there. This is between me and JohnJohn. I don't even know why he's talking." Like, what a complete and total brain-dead idiot.
Seriously, man, go back to the kitty corner and shut the fuck up. Because you ain't even a real lawyer anyway, dude. You're mad because I called you out on your shit, bro. When I asked you what bar association did you graduate from, you couldn't even answer a simple question, bro.
I can answer that question. Would you like me to?
No, you can't. You do. I called you out on this shit the other
I can answer that question. No, you can't, and I'm not going to give you an opportunity to, because I don't want to be wrong.
night, and
As
you
you
couldn't
speak.
even answer that, which makes
I can answer any question you like.
Bro.
I can answer any
Well,
question you like.
it's too late now, Cypress. I called you out.
Oh, that's
You're
it.
just
You
trying
called
to
him out.
rebuttal.
Now that's
You're
all you
just
got to
trying
do.
to rebuttal.
That's true, Cyraxx.
And
That's exactly
John,
how the
you
world
need-
works.
seriously,
That's how the
John?
world works.
Seriously,
That's
John,
it. That's
you
it.
need to
Now,
shut the
now
fuck
you're the
up.
king.
You're fucked,
That's
my
it. You're the
guy.
king. You're the
You are
superstar.
seriously
Look at you.
going to
You're going to be
fucking
homeless.
bitch.
You're going to be
Hey,
homeless.
you didn't think the other day, and look what
Yeah,
happened.
bitch.
You got arrested, didn't you, boy? You got arrested, didn't you?
Did I? Did I get
dumbass?
arrested? Did I get
Yeah, you
arrested?
did.
Did I? Did
Yeah,
I?
you did.
Did I, Chance? Did I?
Yeah, you did, dumbass.
Oh, interesting.
It's kind of funny how you think that you ain't gonna get arrested against some, but really you are, bro. Come on, dude. I mean, we all
Mr.
saw the
Wilkins.
video of
Like, he's absolutely the zestiest dude around. And it's incredible to me that he has admitted to being a predator on multiple occasions. Now he'll say he was blackmailed into it or whatever, but he wasn't. He openly admitted to being a predator on multiple occasions, but he will not just come out and admit that he likes dudes. Like, in his mind, in his warped vision of reality, it is more embarrassing and morally worse to like dudes than it is to be an actual predator. That's the way he looks at the world.
Didn't you just say last night John wouldn't be released from prison?
We all,
that he
hey, Cypress.
Sorry, I
Hey,
can't hear you. You're muted. I
Hey,
can't hear
Cypress.
you. I can't hear you. Sorry.
John.
Sorry, I can't hear you. John, how's your day going?
Pretty good.
Dude, the muting joke is the funniest thing in the world, but like the quickly muting him on and off so the volume's still kind of coming through, but he can tell he's getting muted and then he starts freaking out. It's such a simple, low effort way to troll him, but it makes him so mad.
I'm having fantastic.
Get off.
What's that, Mr. Wilkins? I can't hear you.
You're
Sorry, could you say it one more time? I couldn't catch that. John, could you hear what he was saying?
I can't hear what he's saying. I don't know what's
I
going
think
on.
he's having technical issues.
You-
I would say Mr. Wilkins invest in
I
better
know.
audio equipment.
knock it off. Knock it off. You better cut the.
He's not doing anything. It's your audio connection. I'm sorry you have poor equipment.
Why is even the lawyer funnier than Cyraxx?
Oh,
See, I told you had poor equipment. That's why I disconnected.
Well, I guess they frustrated Chance off the screen with his own audio connection problems that were totally his own fault, but he must have gotten it at least a little bit repaired because a couple of hours later, the following day, he decided to make this video letting us know what he thinks the future of his life is going to be. So let's go.
To all my real fans, how are you guys? I know a lot of you have questions about what's going to happen moving forward. And needless to say, over the next coming weeks, a lot of things are going to be happening. And I know the one thing on everybody's mind are John and William and Southern Harlot and N-Word Boy being charged for their crimes.
Yes, Chance, that's definitely what we're all anticipating as this situation plays out.
And the answer to that is yes, they are.
And the answer to that is yes, because I say so. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Nova AI.
My lawyer is already ahead of things, and they are already being charged for their individual crimes. But not only did I want to come on here and speak about that a little bit, I can't go into too much detail because I'm not allowed to. But what I can say is this, is that after all this is done and over, I will finally be able to move on with my life. And it's going to take a long time for that to happen. Because I already spoke about it with my lawyer. I spoke about it with my very close friends. And I know that there's going to be backlash. And I'm okay with that. And I'm even prepared for that. But to all my real fans that have supported me all these years, I want to say thank you. To all my fans, to all my supporters that have shown so much love and respect to me all these years, and have had my back through the ups, the downs, the thick, the thin, the good, the bad, the ugly, the not ugly. I want to say thank you. And I know that you guys didn't get to see the me that you really wanted to see succeed. Well, I can promise you this. When all this is said and done, when this case is said and done, and I can finally move forward with my life fully, knowing that I never have to worry about this ever again, you guys will be seeing a whole different side of me. You guys will get to see the side of me that you guys got robbed of. And I can't wait to show that side.
You know, I gotta say, if you've been on the internet for a decade, doing the exact same thing for a decade, like there's some people who have managed to like change their niche. There's a weird thing recently where a lot of gaming streamers end up becoming like political streamers, so like maybe they do the same thing for like 8 years and then they pivot or something like that. But if you've been on the internet for a decade straight and you've only ever done the same thing over and over and over again, I don't think there's any more sides of you to see. Unfortunately, Cyraxx, we have seen the most private and intimate sides of you to our disgust many, many, many times because you keep pulling them out. Like, I just don't think there's anything new for us to see except you sleeping on a park bench in the outdoors.
I can't wait to show the fun-loving side of me that you guys got robbed of all these years. And, you know, to be honest, for me personally, like, you know, earlier tonight I sat down and I fully lost it. I'm not gonna lie, like, I fully fucking broke down into tears because none of this feels real.
It's almost like his subconscious is trying to tell him something. None of this feels real. I wonder why the situation that he's in today doesn't feel real. Like, what could be a good reason for that? It's certainly not because he's being Truman Showed for like the 30th time. It couldn't possibly be that.
Like, going through all this hell for 6 years, and then all of it just comes to a screeching halt. And I'm finally going to be free to live my life. You know, no matter what people say or do or whatever, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'll finally be able to live my life again and do things that I want to do with my life. Things that I've been wanting to do with my life. I'll be able to go hang out with family at restaurants again. I'll be able to go hang out with my friends in real life again. Like, and who knows, maybe a few years down the road, I'll be able to set up meet and greets with real-ass fans that are good people.
Oh my god, he's so hopeful right now that he thinks he's going to be having meet and greets out in the actual world. I don't know that other than the Bender Boys Records incident, that he's ever been built up to a point of having so much hope and optimism for the future, and that just makes me so excited for the absolute plummet that he is about to experience.
And I know the one thing that's on everybody's minds, what am I going to be doing when this is all said and done? Well, I can tell you what. I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be rebuilding. I'm going to be rebuilding my life back. I'm going to be taking back my life and doing things that I used to do, things that I enjoyed, such as working on music with my friends, doing gaming streams again, doing full-blown gaming videos again for the first time in God knows how long. Like, I'm very excited to get my life back. But like I said, it has been confirmed that the people responsible, which are William, John, and Southern, and N-word boy, are going to be facing severe, severe charges. I know what charges, but I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah, because Cyraxx is really great at not repeating information that he was told to keep in confidence. He's always been incredible at that over the years. He's totally not saying he can't say just because he doesn't have it. He's just being a good client to his very real lawyer.
But they are going to be facing punishment for their crimes and what crimes they have committed against me. I know there's a lot of people out there that are going to hate me for it or whatever. And to that I say, I don't care. You can hate me all you want. But just know this, that I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the backlash.
If there's one thing I know for certain in this life, it's that he is not even close to being ready or prepared for the backlash that is about to happen. He has no idea what is about to be dropped on his head. And the fact that he thinks that he's so confident and that he's so ready and he's not even bracing himself for it is just going to make it so much funnier when it happens.
Because when that backlash happens, a lot more people are going to be coming out of the woodworks. And it's going to be...
It's just woodwork, Cyraxx. Singular, not plural.
An ongoing battle for a while, and I'm okay with that. Because once this is all said and done, I am changing my number, and only a very select few people will have it.
And by that I mean I'll immediately give it to a buddy troll who will leak it, and then it will be a waste of time and money for me to have changed it in the first place.
I am going about securing my stuff, locking everything down. I'm going to be beefing up security to the full-on max.
Beefing up security at the Lloyd Street house, what does that even mean? You're going to get one of those padlocks that Sally keeps on your door and put one on the front door? Like, what would that even constitute?
Like, whenever I get a brand new setup, whenever I get a brand new computer and a brand new console, I can tell you this right now that I am beefing up security on everything to the max, to where no one is going to be able to get in ever again. And I will be changing pretty much everything as far as how I operate security.
Well, if you've ever worked in the security industry, one thing that people who install security or people in law enforcement or really anybody in that entire sphere will tell you is that you're going to be making changes to your personal private security. You should definitely announce it to all of the people who might want to break in so that they can prepare for all of the new hurdles that you're going to put in place for them. You might as well even tell them the brands of the new security equipment just to really make sure that they know, because then they'll be so scared they won't even try it, right?
I also will be hiring a manager at some point to help me out with all of this stuff.
Hiring a manager, I guess Nova AI is getting promoted from assistant to manager. What an interesting way to say he's going to pay the $7.99 for the actual membership instead of using the free trial.
Because now that I have an amazing, amazing lawyer, I will be, once I get an actual good manager, I will be giving them my lawyer's office number just in case. And from there, the sky's the limit. And I can't wait to live a normal life. I cannot wait to live normally again. Because it's been 6 years of pure hell. And the fact that I'm finally going to be free from it is insane. Like, I can't even describe just how excited I am. And I know it might not seem like I am now, but that's just because I'm trying to still wrap my head around everything. Because my heart and my brain know that it's real. My soul knows that it's real. But I just can't seem to wrap my head around the fact that this is actually, coming to an end. The fact that I'm finally going to be able to get my life back. It's insane to me. Like, it's crazy to think that all these years I went through hell. And now I'm finally walking out of it a brand new person. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not proud of everything that I did. I'm not proud of how I carried myself a lot of the times throughout all this torture. But as I have always stated and I have always stuck by, everything I said and did, I was pushed into.
What a convenient worldview. Everything I ever did wrong, I was pushed into. Everything I ever did right, I accomplished all by myself. And everything bad that happened to Blind Billy actually didn't happen. Don't ask me about that.
And everything I did was out of pure desperation and out of just wanting everything to stop.
Yep, he thought the pause button on the world was on Marty's stream, and the only thing he could push it with was his goblin.
And I know what a lot of people are going to say, oh, that doesn't excuse it. Actually, it does.
And I won't tell you why. I'll just say, actually, it does. Yes, it does.
Like, imagine if you were in my position and you were getting harassed and attacked day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out. And you had people blackmailing you into calling your, and you had people coming after your friends and family all the time. And you had, bombs and animal parts being sent to your house. You cannot sit there and tell me that you would not react in the same way.
Well, what I can sit here and tell you, Cyraxx, is that, and I think I speak for the entire community when I say this, I wouldn't be in your position in the first place because I wouldn't do the thing that you did. And that's the part that you always conveniently choose to leave out. You act like this trolling is happening to you simply because you look funny, or because somebody targeted you online, or because you wouldn't give Marty your sweet, sweet love or something like that. But what you forget to include so conveniently and so intentionally is that all of this trolling started because you got caught doing the most disgusting thing that a human being could be caught doing. And everything downhill from there has been a direct result of that. So you can't just say, like, oh, well, imagine if you were in my position, because you could say that about, like, somebody being laid off just because of budget cuts, right? That's not their fault. So you could say, like, well, imagine if you got laid off, you would want help. Or maybe if your car got hit in the parking lot and, like, totaled, you would say, look, imagine if you were in my position. You wake up one day and your car is just destroyed. Like, those are things where the person saying, imagine being in my position, is not the person at fault. But, like, if you cheated on your spouse and then your spouse was like, hey, you're a bad person and I'm not going to forgive you, you don't have the right to look at your spouse and go, well, hey, if you were in my position, wouldn't you want forgiveness? And it's like, well, no, because they wouldn't be in your position because they're the one that did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't ask people to empathize with a position that you put yourself in by doing something horrible. It's your fault.
Especially when it's going on for 6+ years. Like I said, I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not proud of how I reacted. But I also don't blame myself either because I was pushed into a position where I snapped. I couldn't handle it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with snapping and losing yourself when you're under that kind of pressure. Now, for those wondering, am I going to be starting up my brand new clothing line? Or am I going to be revamping my Hollowed Hearts apparel clothing? And the answer is I'm going to be doing both. I'm going to be re-releasing some Cyraxx merch, some old designs that I've had sitting around for a while, as well as some new designs. And I also am going to be re-upping the Hollowed Hearts apparel clothing brand as well, because I want to be successful again. And I will stop at nothing to take my life back. My life has been nothing but pure chaos and nightmare filled for the last 6 years. And
well, for us, Chance, your life for the last 10 years has been pure comedy. So I'm glad at least some of us are enjoying it.
The fact that I'm finally going to be able to take it back and do what I love, like, I never thought I would see this day come.
And you won't, Goblin, because it's not, and you're the only one who doesn't know that, and I gotta say, I cannot wait to see you find out live. But that's going to be everything we have for today. Thank you guys for stopping by the channel again. We'll be back tomorrow with yet another Goblin update, and until next time, you guys know the drill. Stay indoors, stay away from the Goblin, and have a good one.